your load. Forget in 6 weeks you'll be back on the road. When the voice in your head says you're better off dead, don't open a vein. Just freeze your brain. Go on and freeze your brain. I didn't hold that part right. It's like, don't open a vein. Yeah, you're supposed to hold it like that. Alright, I feel like this this stream has started out with a good amount of cringe. Alright, let's check my audio. Ooh. That does not sound good. Oof. That does not sound good at all. Give me just a second. Hello? Hello? Sorry, anybody watching. Okay, I think I'm good. Let me check. Okay, I think I'm good. Let me check. Yeah, there's this background noise. I don't know what it is. There's this background noise. I don't know what it is. Hold on. Let me. Okay. I'm using a completely new controller. Okay. This is the first time I've ever used it. I'm using a completely new controller. This is the first time I've ever used it. This might just have to be an issue for this one episode. I'm sorry if there's an audio issue. I will try to have it fixed by the next one. But the show must go on, as they say. So I'm gonna not mess with the mic. I think that weird noise that's going on will actually be masked by the music and stuff. In fact, I may even check my audio during one of those scenes to see if you can still hear it. But just to be safe, welcome everybody to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Yeah, it's been a few days. My controller got broken, I had to get a new one, and now this one might be having mic issues, which if it is, that's super unfortunate. But hey, we'll deal with it as we come. I might have to buy a new mic tomorrow, but it'll be okay. I love doing these streams and it's worth any price. Alright, let's go ahead and get started, and I am going to talk a little bit over the music. Okay, hold on. This is the perfect time. Also, I'm going to change the voice of the judge in the next game. By demand, I've been asked to do that. Yeah, it sounds okay. I'm a little quieter than I usually am, so I think I'm gonna turn down the music a little. Ooh, I can't turn down the music. Alright, I'm just gonna have to speak loud. I will be speaking at this volume from now on. So let's see how that sounds. I'm just gonna have to speak loud. Loud. Kneale, my name. Oh, I need to hear the music to compare. Okay. Hold on. Wait, what did I just do? What just happened? No! There. Now, back. Yeah, good. Alright, listen to my voice. Can I hear myself on the audio? Can I hear? Sorry, this episode is starting with technical difficulties. I don't usually do this, but can I hear? Yes, I can hear. Great. Okay, great. We're done now. We are fully and utterly done. Now I can just appreciate what's going on, and we can play the game. Alright, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, guys. Welcome to my jury. I am so sorry, but we're here. We're doing it, and I'm gonna have to talk at this volume for the rest of the game session, aren't I? Oh dear. But yeah, I've been asked to change the judge's voice, and I'm gonna do it. It sounds too similar to Von Karma's. So actually, we should just do it now. And I have decided, just for anybody who hasn't seen the stream, when I was doing the trial where it was the killer of the Silver Samurai, I did a smoker's voice for that woman because she has a cigarette no matter what she does. And so I decided to give her a Raw-style voice. But then everybody in my chat started to laugh and say, "Ha, she sounds like Evil Stan Lee." So by popular demand, the judge is now going to sound like Evil Stan Lee. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, shit. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Shit. Very well. No opening statements, so, Jesus! Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Fuck you, dude. I'm a good lawyer. You ain't beating me in 3 minutes, Mr. Von... I'll think of a bad nickname, you dickhead. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Excelsior! Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner? Oh, I think I forgot this guy's voice. Witness, state your profession. It's coming out in July. But that's on a holiday. I don't know if I can see it that night. Shit. I am the proprietor of the restaurant known as the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. Shit. And I also rent boats, but that's my illegal side gig if you catch my drift. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Objection! Objection! I beat you to it, Phoenix. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Jesus! Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. on, Jesus Christ! I still haven't seen Umbrella Academy, but Haunted on Hill House is pretty good. There's also this show called I Love Robots or some shit. It's weird. Shit. I'm not really, sure yet. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall... Oh, that's the judge. He can't recall his own name? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear this testimony, then, shall we, witness? Testify. The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. I'm not old anymore. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. 2 kids were out there doing all kinds of sin. Just about then, the boat came back to shore, and a man who walked by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin cross-examinations. Objection! Jesus! There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before the 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now. Yes. Mr. Wright. Cross-examination, fucking obviously. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Oh! Did he just climax? Oh God, I'm a little weirdo. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. The night of the murder. Alright. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. I looked out the window. Alright, let's press. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't really see clearly. But I figured there were 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time, that is. At the time? Then I heard a bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Hold it! God, every time I say hold it, I know I don't have face cam, but every time I say hold it, I point out my finger, just like fucking Phoenix does. By your window. Yep, by the window. Right outside the window of my shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty damn thick, but He was right there in front of me. I saw him. If it's rather important detail, please add it to your testimony. I would like to see the second season of the Twisted Tales of Sabrina. I've only seen the first season and the Christmas special. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You should really watch the second season of the Sabrina show. The first season was all right. Not great, but all right. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm more of a Riverdale fan. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Alright, let's look through the evidence. Time of death, sometime afternoon, blah, blah, blah. Shows an empty lake, taken... Wait a minute, okay. That's at 12:15. This was at 11:50. Parrot? Well, let's press. Even though I feel like this is where we have to present evidence. Are you sure? Well, I do think I should watch season 2. Dad! Dad Certain Keith! My first and only born son! He said I can't believe he's dead as he's walking by too. Man, I channeled Miss Oldbag there for a minute. Y'all motherfuckers! Miss Wendy Oldbag will be back. I swear to God she'll be back. Witness, are you sure the person was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy! Oh, shit! Shit. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into a cross-examining so he could set me up for failure. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like what... What the fuck was Maya's voice? Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Raise an objection! Objection! God, hearing that word sounds so good. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Miles Edgeworth who fired that gun. Jesus! Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photographs showing a man firing with his left? Exactly. Oh no. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything this witness's testimony has said is true. The judge is lost in thought, which I do. Raise an objection! Objection! Your Honor, the witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. work. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. We need you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't that bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. I'm dead. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, sorry. The accused will surrender to the court immediately. To be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait! What the fuck? Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry? Fuck yeah, it's Larry! What are you doing here? Listen! You gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. Fuck yeah, Larry. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today, I remembered. Remembered what? Oh, sorry, I did my old judge voice. Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! God, I keep wanting to, right after the judge, just go into those raspy voices. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. You say you heard a gunshot. Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was just sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Testify, Larry. Bring those sins to the court. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick! This is it. Larry is... This is it, Nick. I've lost my voice. This is it, Nick. Larry's given us one last choice. How do I do? This is it, Nick. I guess that's close enough. Fuck it. Hold on. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. I need to take a drink if I'm doing these voices.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Shit. Shit. Allow me to speak my own opinions. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an incorrect verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? Fuck your 15 minutes, bitch. The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. I'ma go eat waffles. And review the newest issue of Spider-Man. Stan Lee doesn't review his own comics, or does he? Hold on. I is gonna send someone I am friends with a link to the stream. My stream, yo. December 20th, 7th, 10:28 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. We can dance if we want to. Phew. That was way too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the fuck, Kneale. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, me. You can do it. I believe in you. Larry was at the lake that night. Yeah. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and air tank that night. Yeah. Shit. Hey, Edgeworth. Shit. What is it? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. Whoever's watching the stream, can you tell me if my voice sounds shitty? You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Huh? Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Thanks, Harles. My bestest comrade in the world, Harley, is in the chat. She is my favorite. Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Ah, shit, the music's gone. This is serious. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance. Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared with witnesses' perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is our first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is fucking Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes! 15! Everything's on Larry now. No, thanks, hun. Just telling Harley thank you for checking my audio. She came in, checked it, and then she went and did other things. Well, I think. She might still be watching. I don't know. If you're watching, Harls, I love your face. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Courtroom number 3.
Court is now in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw. On the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Shit. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. The night of the murder. Come on, Larry, we need you, buddy.
That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop. Then I was just thinking about going home, and I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So, after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
God damn it, Larry. God damn it, you fucked us, Larry. That's not evidence.
That was unusually vague testimony, even for this court.
Hamburger. You know, Harley, there's actually a character in this game. Her name is Maya Fey. She actually kind of reminds me of you. And she fucking loves hamburgers. So that is funny.
In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
That's Maya, Harley. It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. No way to go but forward, Nick.
The night of the murder. The night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. Slipped back into the rental shop. Okay, let's go to the when he heard the gunshot. Yeah. This is probably what we should press first. Where did the sound come? Where did the sound come from, man?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that.
I looked around, you know. Now Harley has put pineapples into the description. Alright, I gotta focus on the gameplay, Harley, but I promise I'm reading your comments, and if you say something funny, I shall make jokes about it. But thank you for watching, you're so sweet. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked over at the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Okay, this is where we're supposed to go. Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was really foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. God damn it, Larry! So, after that single shot, I went home. There's gotta be something here. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh? Well, Nick. It was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Pizza and ranch dressing doesn't sound half bad, Miles. Have you ever had celery and peanut butter? Because that is also life-changing. That night I was out in a boat. Shit. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Ah. Okay, that makes sense. You are clearly fucked. Well, okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went to... Oh. It was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So, I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Celery and fucking potatoes. Celery and fucking peanut butter is weirdly awesome, and I love it. Looking for something. Yeah! Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? Jesus! What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely, he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped back. Okay. Maybe he would have heard. Maybe he would have seen the shopkeep. Around what time was that? Oh. I do like McDonald's breakfast burritos, not gonna lie. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard a bang. Alright, let's... No, I already pressed this. I already did this. Alright. Well, no.
have these photos of the DL6 incident. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. Huh. I was thinking of going home, then I heard a bang. He said times. Okay, did I press this? So you only heard 1 shot, correct? Yeah. Oh, well, crap. Alright, I pressed everything. It's time for evidence. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slid the boat back into the rental shop. Gosh, where is Angel to give me hints when I need her? Okay, so this was at 12:15. But he doesn't mention the time in his proper testimony. Huh. Maybe this? Your Honor. Oh no, I'm about to hurt myself. Yup. Yup. Yep, I hurt myself. Maddie, Harley, it's okay. I get called a hoe by Maddie and Madison and all my other imp friends all the time. Okay, shows an empty lake taken at 11:50. Shot approximately 1 meter away. Article about a monster on Gourd Lake. Okay, so Lotta's disposition, it says just after midnight, but he's not mentioning a time. File on the DL6 incident. I wish there was a hint option. Some of these I just need hints. Did I press everything? Let's be sure I pressed this. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured out I was searching about an hour. Because it was right around midnight. 12, yeah. You sure? Don't give me that face. I'm not a sundial. Okay. Then just as I was thinking, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, and I didn't see a boat. After that, I went home. Shut up, Maya. Okay. Look for the evidence. No, I didn't mean to... Okay, well, Phoenix says there's a lot wrong with that. Okay. No help here. How long have you been doing this live? I've been doing it live for a little bit, not too long. I have a whole series of this. Alright. That... I was out on a boat. Okay, let's press again, because I need to see the time he said. Okay. Oh, it was after 11 when I was out on the boat. Okay, so could it be the picture of the empty ocean? Or whatever? It's gotta be this one, right? Ah, the music is still going. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna lose another life. That night, I was out on a boat in the lake. Okay, so let's just look through all the evidence. Set to automatically take pictures when a loud noise is detected. Faces the lake. Time of death is sometime. Taken automatically on she's in the lake. I do not know. Gordy? I don't know how it would be that one. Or any of these. Maybe Lotta's thing? I heard a sounds like gunshots after midnight. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the dock. Then, just as I was going to leave, bang. Okay, let's try Lotta's testimony. That was the DL6 incident. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm so dumb. Sorry, Harley, I'm stupid and not playing the game right. Let me just go ahead and save right here. Just in case the worst happens. Alright, then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. This has to be Lotta's thing, right? Nope. No. It said I needed to start bringing shit up. Alright, I looked over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Press. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Okay, this seems important. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa. Everybody just calm down. It was really foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat or not. Okay, no problem. Okay. Single gunshot, he went home. Okay. Last chance. I don't even know if I already did this, but... Ah! Yes! Oh, yes. That is good. Good. Yes. Kneale is smart boy. Wait a sec, Larry. What is it? I can't even do the voice. No, honey. It's okay, Harles. I shall miss you. Sweet dreams, and I will talk to you tomorrow, honey. You only heard one bang. You sure? Bang. Oh, yeah. We can still talk on Messenger, Harles. That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And that old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you even paying attention to what you said? To what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, you see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Shit. Mr. Butts. What? Sorry, I just spaced out for a minute. You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Shit. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? my radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Order, order! Stop that booing, you assholes! We are in court! Not a monster truck rally, not a goddamn talent show. We are in court! Stop being fucking children. You fucking animals. Mr. Butts, you were listening to your radio with your headphones like you kids these days?
Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I was listening to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Jesus.
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony?
Continue, motherfucker! Your Honor, I'm gonna take a drink. Please allow me to do so. Thank you, Your Honor. Now also, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well. Mr. Butts, please give your testimony and be sure to include all the fucking details about this goddamn radio. I am Evil Stanley.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. I was listening to the All Request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like... But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
You were listening to your radio at high volume.
Yeah! What's the problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? He heard what he probably heard was nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough. It is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection!
Fuck yeah, objection. Wait, Your Honor. The witness says he remembered exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Jesus Christ, you don't know what a DJ is? You're fucking old. Anyway, besides Gramps 1 foot in the grave, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. You do know what music is, don't you, you dumb fuck? It's the songs that come out of the radio. And in case you don't know what a radio is, it's the magic music-y box in your car. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade, also known as charade.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
Okay, I actually think I know where we need to go this time. But before we do anything else, we're going in with one life. We gotta be careful. Alright, there we go. But I'm sure I heard a gunshot. I remember... Okay, this is what we need to press. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what the radio DJ said do us?
Indeed. Oh, indeed. Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should care.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh?
Very well, Mr. Wright, but that's only going to work. One more time. You understand me? One more time I give you these. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "It's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Gotcha, bitch.
Alright. Let's get in there, and I know exactly what to say. It says, almost Christmas. However, this took place at 12:15. Objection! Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face, dude? You look scary. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare easy. Is it something a matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot with those beautiful, sparkly little eyes.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable evidence of that fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera.
12:20, 12:25, 0:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This was a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight.
Harley's going to bed. Sweet dreams, hon. I'm just going through a message things. Sorry, there's a lot of people messaging me. Usually I'm more professional and ignore that shit, but it's important stuff, and yeah, you gotta deal with life when it comes. That's a good saying, I guess. Alright.
The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard the gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken.
Just look at him. Suspicious. The color orange. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim? He heard the gunshot before midnight.
Larry's right, Your Honor. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight.
Shit. Intriguing.
I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim?
We do. We do have evidence.
Show me the evidence. Show me the evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
This? Look at this photograph. This was taken. We're doing this with one life. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in the photograph. It is why the photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Ah,
correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem to be that case. Then, where does that leave us now? Mr. Hart, Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be?
Jesus! Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes. There's no proof
that the loud noise in question was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey! My nose was clear that night, man! Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now.
Let me save. Jesus Christ, let me save.
Just please, dear God, let me save.
Thank you.
Can you prove that the gunshot at 11:50 was the right noise? Please show the court this evidence.
It's gotta be the gun, right? It's gotta be the gun, right? Huh. Article about a monster sighted on Gourd Lake. Yeah. Found in the victim's body. The gun? The gun's the only one I can think of. This is my evidence.
This is my evidence. The murder weapon?
I think I got it. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times.
When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! Censor the evidence we've seen so far. Shit. However, this leaves me wondering, exactly what did happen at that night on the lake?
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Shit. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes.
Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it!
Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murder in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case. What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose.
Shit.
You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Mr. Wright. Sorry. I have a cold.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, 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 tisk. So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma.
A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, Rookie. Take a deep breath. Consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat, and Robert Hammond fell in. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Sorry, my sinuses were acting up. The guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other person.
Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
Shit.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have the photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0:15. But Larry had heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Shit.
Shit. Mr. Wright, are you fucking loony? Explain who the two men are on the boat. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
Order, goddammit, order!
What?
Are you serious?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
Shit. I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us.
Shit! The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well, then where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. It's here, the boat shack, right?
Take that!
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. You know, it just occurred to me I should have made Von Karma's voice Evil Stanley. Yeah, I hate to switch it up, but I'm gonna do that. That way he could kill the... Sorry, I keep accidentally doing the other judge's voice. Just whenever we get a bad villain,
Evil Stan Lee will reappear.
That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing him.
Do you have proof of that boat shop? That the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he starts heading for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close to him. And where would that be if he just returned a boat? The boat shop. Ah, yes. My sexy, sensual voice is back. God, I love it. I had the time... Oh, yeah, we're in court. The boat shop! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please, tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night,
The caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Boom. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went into the lake. Then who fired the pistol? The boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
His first shot meant to create a witness. Well, first, let's go ahead and save. Because I don't want to have to backtrack again on stream. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. To create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who had heard the shot would look fake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit, and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Shit. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. He put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. Then threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Shit. 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 Bailiff. Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly. You did it, Larry, you beautiful son of a bitch. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. My voice is so deep and booming, and I love it. I am God. Mr. Edgeworth, take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? Shit. What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come by the boat shop, by the lake, at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
something important.
Shit. I'm sorry. I can't say what it is.
Your Honor... Bailiff.
Your Honor, sir.
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We can't allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
Shit. A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I can't declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, then how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
Well, shit! You just did a whole nursery rhyme. I mean, it was even a tongue twister.
One more thing. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump on over the candlestick. Von Karma is simple, Von Karma is slick, Von Karma is a total dick. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is.
I want to know what love is. I want him to show me. Shit. I want to know what love is.
Very well. Court is adjourned.
I want to know what love is.
December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony and nearly killed myself. One life, baby!
Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth.
Shit.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Fuck! I forgot. If it's an exclamation point only, it means fuck. But I remembered. Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile, just a little. Relax.
Shit. The music is going down. That means shit. It's getting real talk. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Mr. Wright,
there's something that I've been troubling with for a while now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth. No. There's so little time. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but love is something I'm not familiar with, Mr. Wright. It's something I'm not very good at, shit. I can't make up my mind. Do I love you? Or do I love you not? Shit! What is this about, Edgeworth? Look into my eyes and tell me. If it's your shirt, you can certainly off your chest. Shit. It's a nightmare I've had. A nightmare of being without you. A memory of a crime that I committed by not kissing you. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. All jokes aside, dramatic moments gotta be dramatic moments. Phew, that was rough. But we got through it. I'm just quickly gonna check my audio. I hope it worked itself out. That was rough. But we got through it. I'm just quickly gonna check my audio. I hope it worked itself out. Okay, audio's a little fucked.
And where would that be? True enough. It is difficult to believe this testimony.
Yeah, it's a little fucked up, but you can still understand me. So, yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna have to roll with it today, guys. I'm sorry. I will try my best to fix it tomorrow, but we're just gonna have to roll with it today. Ooh, we made it. Well, just to be safe, so I don't fuck up next time, let's just go ahead and do this. There we go. Alright, let's bring the stream back up. Let's also mute the shit out of the stream. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. I forgot how to tell time for a minute. I apologize. I'm not a smart boy. What was it talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? Shit. I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life, never! Nick. Yo! How's everyone doing? What'd you think of my performance today? Adam swooning in the aisles, am I? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? You love me, don't you? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. We could do things. We could do things, Larry. We could have intercourse. Shit. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me, yeah! Bow before your hero! Bowing's not an option, Larry. Today's trial. Larry, you really helped us out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Shit.
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? Shit. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Shit.
Huh? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a giant-ass motherfucking schlonky dick. Don't you think?
He was a bit of a schlonky dick, but he also has one. You didn't know him back then. Neil's gonna drink now. Back then he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait. Was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me. And I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry. I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. Shit. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
A class trial?
Here we go. The origin of Phoenix Wright. You remember, Larry? Spring. End of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Uh-huh, I see.
My school does that. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I could see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it.
Yeah. The kids in the class, they said I should be put on trial.
Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
I didn't do it.
Guilty.
He's guilty. Guilty. Thief, give the money back.
You admit it! You admit it! Tell us the truth. We're gonna play. If you bother here, I think Hulu is better than Netflix. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over there and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was just staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. Shit. That's when it happened. Objection!
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs to this trial is evidence. Anything else that has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
Miles?
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No, it wasn't. Then you shouldn't have to apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it, we don't need proof. Fuck the system. Why don't you all shut up? This is always how it goes. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person.
Sorry.
Larry's voice is already kind of high-pitched. To go higher. It's the only way. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Ah!
Shit. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best friends. Sure, our voices were annoying, but we were close.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, real talk. A lot of people don't like this origin for Phoenix. They think it's silly. Those people have never actually had a whole classroom against them. It is actually very scary when you're a little kid like that. And I have been in that situation. And I think this is a very fitting origin to want to defend and help people.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone. Without a friend. You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah. Well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school.
You shithead, I know what's coming.
If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I kind of personally see. So I took it kind of personal, you see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after class that trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. I did this voice like a minute ago, and I think I forgot it. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. Shit. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up the... I unplugged my mic. Hopefully this fixed my audio a little more. Let's see. Manipulating testimonies, covering up the... I unplugged my mic. Hopefully this fixed my audio. It didn't. It's okay, as long as there's music playing, it works. Sorry guys, I will try my best to get this fixed before the next recording. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up the facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy that I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied or answered my texts. I mean texts. Texts. Not sexts. Texts. Texts, Larry. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him. I wanted to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. This is dots in an exclamation point. Shit, fuck! Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me, whether he wanted to or not. In court. Shit. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out? For free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Nick? Nick! Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. If it's the last thing we do. Okay? Right. And it very well may be. First things first. That rental bow shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Shit. Okay, let's go. Look at this picture, Larry.
Whoa, I was hot out there, hot.
I'm glad someone's happy about how his case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. Alright. I thought he was calling Maya's mom. December 27th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Shit. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen. Wasn't it in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Shit. Oh, right, yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Shit. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah. But I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Shit. Perhaps. Why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? Shit. I couldn't let myself deny the reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me. And to defend criminals. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with me. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter. Any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. Last drink. And now I'm out. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Von Karma. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher. A man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? All the cases he's taken on, none were left unsolved.
And not one suspect was ever declared innocent.
Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job. To find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him.
Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself. I'll admit. No kidding. Bye, Edgy. December 27, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Huh. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something like, "Catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal." Good luck, Gumshoe. Gord Lake Detention Center. Oh, wait, no. Gord Lake entrance. December 27th, Gord Lake Park entrance.
Hey, pal! Long time no see! I didn't think I was gonna be in this episode. Oh, Detective Gumshoe! Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped...
How does... sorry about that. Your tie is on and it's not ripped.
Hey, no problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty as a police officer.
Oh, wait.
It's my duty as a police officer. Now I'm out to catch a criminal.
Shit. Detective Gumshoe sure does... Fuck. Detective Gumshoe sure does... Fuck. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. There you go, Neil. You're a good boy.
Oh, one other thing.
Eek!
No one can go into the woods today.
The woods? Where Lotta was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one could go in for him for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Fuck you, Maya.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Now I'm dusted. They sort of fade away the same way the Marvel characters did during the snap. Well, I can only think... Wait, I thought we... Wait, we can go to the beach? I thought we... Okay, sure.
Sure, we can go to the beach. Maybe Lotta will be here. December 27th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed today.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
In here. Alright, let's... Oh, we can go to the boat rental place. December 27th, boat rental shop.
That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Shit.
Him? I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. I guessed that. I didn't know it was actually him. Hello. What might you be doing here? I'm doing the wrong voice. Out for a walk? Those days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemons, you see?
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? Can we go in? We can! Shit.
Nobody's home.
Hello! Hello, Squawk!
Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello, Squawk!
I can't believe he'd run off. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to defend herself.
Hello, Squawk! If you guys actually want to hear me go Squawk, it's like, in that voice it would be, Ark! 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 It would be like, Caw! 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 I'm gonna examine the shit out of this bird.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'd do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Well, that's okay, Phoenix. What are the odds that we'll have any involvement with that bird later? Huh, everything's cool. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial.
Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish on the wall to boast about them?
Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right?
Right. But don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you?
Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that... I thought he was going to say that size doesn't matter.
Except that one got away from us. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker. And we did see him.
Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here?
It doesn't look like he used his kitchen much.
You're
you're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie.
What, you thought he was telling the truth? Let's steal his fishing pole.
Ah! What's wrong?
Oh, someone's in the comments. Hello, Lucky Steve. Welcome to the stream. I apologize for the audio issue. I know. I will have it fixed before the next one. The audio is fine in the other ones. Tonight it's just kind of fucked, but I really wanted to do a stream. Because it's been days.
Huh? Oh, never mind.
What? Tell me.
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. God damn it, Maya.
Oh, thanks for subbing, Steve. Shit. Oh, if you're interested, we have a show with Jon Bailey from Honest Trailers on here called REACTAHOLICS.
Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you.
Alright, let's look at the safe.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Oh, Soul Eater is now following me. Sorry about that, guys. I usually don't get stuff like that during the streams. Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228 squawk!
Let's open it, Nick.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aww. But hey! He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, let's see what's in there.
I guess there might be a clue or two. Shit. The only thing in there is a letter.
A letter? Ah, boring.
Huh. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Shit. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth!
Nick? Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men that ruined your life. Shit. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. Shit. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know. But it looks like these are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Oh, dude, nice. Lucky Steve just said he actually played this game on his phone with the DS simulator. Yeah, these games are fucking awesome. I'm gonna play all of them. All of the ones in the trilogy. Then, if there are more for PS4, I will play those as well. Eventually.
And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Letter from the safe added to the court record. Wait, we can still click on the safe? There's nothing left in the safe.
I went to the letter with him.
He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Well, also, if he took it with him and got caught, it would have been on his person, immediately incriminating him. Thank you, Steve. I oftentimes do need hints. I'll let you know, but we've ran into this problem before. Don't give me hints unless I ask for them, please, because I like to figure out the game. That way I have some fun. But at the same time, if it's, you know, if it's live or die, I will ask for help. Alright. Oh, shit, now I know. We have to go talk to Grossberg. Yeah, because we found incriminating evidence. Well, first we gotta go to the detention center. Yep, Grossberg Law Offices. Let's hear more about Mahogany. December 27th, Grossberg Law Office. He's out again?
When does he work anyways?
Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay. Well, I guess we're supposed to show it to Edgeworth? Edgeworth, see this letter? Mm-hmm. This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rentals caretaker lives. I see. Shit fuck. Revenge. On me. Just in case you don't know, anytime there's just dots, I say, shit. Anytime there's just exclamation points, I say fuck. Anytime there is just dots and an exclamation point, I say shit fuck. Oh, also in the event there are like 3 question marks or just question marks, I will say ass.
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be innocent? Could he be the innocent defendant that you got cleared? Fuck, okay. Could he be the innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man, not at all.
So, he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations for the DL6 incident. I was holding back that sneeze to finish that line. Shit. Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi Bear. He could be Yogi Bear. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi? The bear?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Wait a minute, is Yogi Bear a murderer? Yogi Bear usually just eats picnic baskets and has a fun day in the park. He's just slaughtering fools left and right. Yogi Bear is a fucking serial killer, and we're gonna prove that shit. You just wait. Alright, now can we go talk to Grossberg? I just now have this discrete image of Yogi Bear just walking around in a courtroom. Just walking around on the defendant's place, saying to his lawyer, I didn't do it. I can prove it with the evidence given to the court. And then he's found innocent, but then later it's like, I was in prison for so long, I gotta get my revenge. And then he shoots a man in cold blood while standing in that fucking boat in front of Edgeworth and goes, "This is what you made me do. He's dead." Jumps in the water, and Yogi Bear is, my God. God, Calum, I'm gonna give you time codes for this. Animate this, or Yogi Bear will get you too. I'll murder you, ScotsWizard. I swear. I don't care if your name's Scott Marr now. Calum, animate this, please. Please. Please animate this. The audio sucks, but animate it anyways. Alrighty. Well, shit. Talk. There we go, Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The world is falling! Atlas has dropped the world! The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us. In that little box, we became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Help us get out! Don't shout! You'll use more oxygen! Shit, fuck! Ah yeah, PS4 versus Xbox. It's the fight that started that earthquake. The day the earth shook. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. Yogi Bear saying shit fuck might be my favorite thing in the world. Calum, animate this too. Just Yogi Bear going shit fuck. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Shit. Right. Yeah? There's something that has been troubling me for the last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? Shit. A memory of murder. I think the time has come for me to tell all. What's so spooky about your dreams, boy? For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat. Every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing. Steve, do I sound good? How's my audio? I'm gonna ask a friend to animate this later, so tell me if this audio is good. Edgeworth is Shadow the Hedgehog. Well, a little bit. I mean, he is a reddish-black version of the main character. And he's gritty, and he had a gun recently. We're gonna say a hard maybe. Maybe Edgeworth is Shadow the Hedgehog. Wait, would that make Lady Von Karma Amy? No, that would make or Rouge. That would make her Rouge. Rouge the Bat. It's a dream. I dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet, I said. You're not making this any easier.
I want to get out. Help us get out.
Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen.
You're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you.
Ah, what are you?
Stop breathing my air.
No, Father.
Oh wait, what's the voice I did for him?
No, Father! He's attacking Father!
Then I see the pistol laying by my feet.
I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze,
I pick up the pistol.
Okay, audio sounds good. Great.
Get away!
Get away from my father!
Gunshot sound.
Yeah! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
That rhymed. Shit. That's... the shit?
But... that's just a dream, right? Shit. That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. No, Yogi was a serial killer. We established that. Yogi Bear is fucked. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of the DL6 incident. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... Shit fuck! I love it when we get a shit fuck.
There is, Nick.
For all the new people watching, I just explained it, but when it's all dots, I say shit. When it's all exclamation points or just one exclamation point, I say fuck. When it's both, I say shit fuck, and when it's all question marks, I say ass.
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about the DL6.
Yep, let's go talk to Grossberg. I'm still still pretty happy that that painting of a slave is no longer in his area. Let me look at the chat. Phoenix Wright is basically Sonic the Hedgehog. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, you're directly comparing it to the trailer. That's a bad movie trailer. And Phoenix Wright has a movie, which I haven't seen yet, an anime, which I've seen parts of, and a live-action Broadway musical, but not on Broadway. Japan's Broadway. Where does Japan have musicals? December 27th, Grossberg Law Office. Mr. Grossberg. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, huh?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He.
I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his father.
It's only a dream. It's only a dream.
Shit. I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, huh?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. However, the pistol fired, and the deed was done. Shit.
No. No. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked.
Grossberg is not that Albert. That Albert does not have a mustache. Deconfirmed.
Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was the last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
I thought about giving him a Jewish voice, but didn't, because, you know, that might be racist. And I should probably save my Jewish voice for other characters. You know, like Jewish ones. What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
Shit. Well, he was a defense attorney, without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Miss Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Spirit medium.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Yet Yogi Bear was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, well, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it.
So you're saying he falsified his testimony? After Dad? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
So we're just all gonna believe that it was real? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
Present.
Oh! This is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter. When he killed Hammond...
Chris! Welcome to my stream! You're so beautiful and wonderful and I love you.
Oh, also I liked your art you drew. I didn't say anything in the chat, but I liked the mascot.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh?
His own sake. He never trusted his clients. That one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Just to check in, my audio's still good, right everybody?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no self. Yogi was a free bear, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon. Soon enough. Shit! Wait.
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. Time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote it?
Yeah, I do. Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma. Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure, but...
Shit? Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! Wait, you're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means... The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Oh, is my audio actually bad? Is it? Because everybody else in the chat has said it's good. I'm gonna turn it up and check. Is it bad? Is it bad? Hold on.
It's not bad, you lying sack of shit. Chris, you halted... Chris, this is a dramatic fucking moment, and you just fucking ruined it.
Ah, you meanie.
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
Did I accidentally click that? Yeah.
if it's true, if it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. Shit, fuck! He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. Damn you, Crispy Tom. That's right, damn you, Chris. Damn you, you beautiful, sexy beast.
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? Chris, you know I love you. I'm gonna kiss you right on the face next time I see you. And you know I'll actually do it. So, be ready, boy. It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Gregory versus Manfred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict. He wanted and won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I just thought about it. Maybe it's because Grossberg has a mustache. But Chris, they're probably going to talk about Luigi's Mansion 3 during E3. I want to see more Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm so giddy now. I don't know why I realized that just now, but it did. And I'm excited. Fuck yeah. Can't wait to react to that on video. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after... A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? Doesn't take vacation?
Yeah, we're good. We're good, Steve. Everything seems to be going well. We just gotta hope the trial goes well. I think I'll do some of the trial, and then we'll see. No, Chris, tiny Japanese men are my weakness. Do not lay siege on me. Gosh, I wish the chat, ported over after the video is uploaded, because no one's going to be able to see your comments. He says he's going to build a tiny army of Japanese men. No, an army of tiny Japanese men and lay siege on me. No Uno reverse? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe! You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. New York and Tokyo are the two ones. In any case, that was the time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up the DL6 incident.
You can't bet. You can bet on it.
What if Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him. Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that.
Shit. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from the beyond.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty. The only thing he's stolen or hurt is my feelings and my heart. But my love for him burns hotter than the sun. We will find him sexy. I mean innocent. Shit. You're really into that guy. Mr. Wright. If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. Are you playing that one game with the figures? That's what he meant by tiny Chinese or Japanese people. They're figures. They're toys. They're tiny little, like minis, like DandD style minis. The police files might hold something of interest. Chris, I believe you. You don't need to be in... Well, if you want to send me pictures, I'll gladly have a look. Are you painting minis? Mr. Grossberg. Thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are very slim. I understand. The police materials, huh? Did he give us something to get? Well, I guess we gotta go to the precinct, right? Yeah, let's go to the precinct. God, the Blue Badger is so derpy. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for that old guy, old bear, Yogi. Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoes will be back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real.
Pounding the what? Okay. Maybe not phrase it like that, Maya.
We were wondering if we could check out the records room again?
Well, now I can't have you wandering around in there. But, I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yeah, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room.
Nick, let's hurry.
Let's go back to Gourd Lake. Let's go look at the beach for a little bit. Such a beautiful day. Look at the ocean. No clues here. What about the sky? No clues here. What about this bench?
No one's going to sit here on a cold day like today.
Also, Nick, didn't we just fucking area with all of the files? I mean, seriously, what the fuck? Yeah, in hindsight, it's kind of stupid that we would do that, but I did it anyways because I really wanted to see these samurai dogs. Alright. Let's go play the game, I guess. Alright. Criminal Affairs. Records room. Yeah, I knew it was those minis. Oh, they have a tank. Oh, no. No, not my anus. Anything but the anus, Chris. Chris literally sent, they have a tank. Prepare your anus. You know what, Chris? I'm ready. Bring it. Get close to my butt. I dare you. I will maneuver, do a pirouette in the air, and then kiss you right on the face. December 27th, Police Department Records Room.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they couldn't have cleaned up in that time. Shit. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Alright. Here are the files of collected buttons. There's quite a large volume of reports here.
Wow. These are all case reports?
Yeah. It's like these cases.
I guess my sister's case
Report is in here too. Quietly gathering dust. Oh, Maya, that is fucking sad. Jesus Christ. Maya, I'm trying to bring down a murderer and you are killing the mood. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room too. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity.
Nick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. Huh? One of the drawers is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
Label says unsolved cases evidence.
Huh? Unsolved cases?
Nick! The file for Deal 6, it's completely empty!
What? What are you doing in here?
Eek! Von Karma!
You. Shit! How dare you know my name? Wait, okay. How dare you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles's Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
Shit. A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney. Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. Shit. That, my dear attorney, is none of your goddamn... Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. I accidentally clicked this. I'm sorry. Sorry. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Y'all guys want to play Uno? Steve, I'm kind of... Still, you will lose in the end. Oh wait, I changed his voice. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? Shit. Gotta say, you're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. For the record, in the event that any face-to-face with a murderer and you have evidence that he is a murderer, do not do what I'm about to do. The game is making me. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. Shit. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yogi Bear to commit murder. Shit. Yogi Bear. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a bear. I told him to burn it after he read it. Shit, fuck! So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi, this letter? Yes, my dear. Yes, my dear. Fuck! Fuck, Kneale. Learn how to speak. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick? What is that thing? Oh God, he's biting his lip and one eye is clenched. This is a fetish for him. It's a stun gun, Maya. It's for self-defense usually, but this is for sex stuff. Indeed, it is for sex stuff. 6,000 volts will go through my body. I mean your body. Like my dog. I mean like Aunt touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now, give me that letter. No. No! Whoa! Whoa! What are you? Nick! Rock! Maya! Out of my way! Why did he aim for the genitals? Shit! 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 He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Shit. In parentheses. Maya! Shit. Maya, open your eyes. Shit. Maya! Shit. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Yeah, are you okay? Shit. I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold.
I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya. There has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Ass! We have our first ass, ladies and gentlemen! Maya? She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 Incident Evidence number 7? Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. DL6 bullet stashed in my pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. Tomorrow. To be continued.
Let's see, what time is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really acted my heart out there. I hope I did a good job. You know what? We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. The final day. Here we go, everybody. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby. Number 2. This is it. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled. At last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess that shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Shit. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Shit. Ah! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. God damn it, Maya. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on the way out. Ah! Bell! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. Oh, wait, that was Phoenix. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised. I captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got on the way in. I got on the way in? Oh, okay. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi Bear says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. God, staying up all night sucks. I say, as I'm in the process of staying up all night. We'll probably end the stream around 2, maybe 2:30. We'll see.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. My voice is rightfully what it should have been the whole time. Oh, yeah. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Shit. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Shit? Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
Shit?
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
Very well. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoot's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. They're probably gonna announce the Smash Bros. Character too. Just realized that.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court.
At E3. I'm talking about E3. They're not gonna announce the Smash Brothers character here in Phoenix Wright. Dude, if Phoenix Wright was playable like what he was in Marvel vs. Capcom, that'd be cool.
I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. He tends to sleep a lot and has a very, very, very big library of Netflix shows that he usually talks about when he wakes up. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and
Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
Jesus! The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
Why do I smell Chinese? Do I always smell Chinese? I guess that is the question.
Very well. Please begin your testimony.
That new Adam Sandler movie called Murder Mystery is out. It's a Netflix exclusive.
Well, I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. I'm a cowboy. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, you see. I figured I'd got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I need one of those motives things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Johnny Yogi Bear. You're Yogi Bear. And I'm going to prove it. Why I left court. I'm real sorry about just leaving yesterday. Chris, you do realize that anytime Chinese is anywhere, I can usually smell it, right? Especially when it's around people I care about. Because then, they're not sharing, Christopher. Alright. Because we lost a whole bunch of stuff. We have a little bit. The erstwhile companion of boat shop caretaker Calum. Time of death, sometimes shot approximately 1 meter away. Alright. So, let's press. Hold it! God, that feels so good.
Every time I say hold it, I pump out my finger.
No, Steve, you don't know Chris. He gives me Chinese food. You can have breadsticks. Or the fortune cookies. You can have the fortune cookies. I'd call what you did running away, and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Jesus, that's so scary.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yogi Bear. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Dude, you need to get white rice. Chicken and broccoli is the way, my bro. And yes, please shovel that through the internet. Food?
Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
Dude, I really smell Chinese food. It is not even cool. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack?
Well, I kinda got lost, you see?
The witness has trouble remembering these things.
When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
We all believe that!
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses, you dumb monkey.
Chinese food download commencing. Thank you for transmitting your Chinese, Chris. You still owe me a goddamn ham.
I'm kidding. I don't give a shit. Actually, I have a bigger ham in my fridge right now, so yeah.
I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow.
Let's press this. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are.
The witness testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
Good. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well. Witness, please continue. I need one of those motive things, right? And I ain't got one.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Jesus! Please, don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Oh, shit.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of past, or lack of thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both these statements are lies. Order. Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who the witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. It is Yogi Bear. His name is Yogi Bear, a former court bailiff.
Like, from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons? You actually fucking think it's Yogi Bear? Okay, I'll roll with it. Shit. Yogi. Yogi Bear. That name seems familiar. Like a cartoon I watched as a child. Shit. Oh! Yogi Bear! From the DL6 incident. I forgot we had a bear in the courtroom.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, this Yogi Bear. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this court?
Where the fuck is that Chinese? Is there some in my... I ate Chinese today, but I ate all of it and then threw it away. Is it just in the room? Shit.
This court is of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And all allow me to repeat once more that my witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi Bear right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's a goddamn bear? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yogi Bear 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Huh?
I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. Very, very sorry indeed.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
And The Hollow is a good animated show. Everyone talks about the Dragon Prince or whatever the fuck, but I don't watch it, goddammit. Also, you see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
Aren't there other ways? I guess I don't know for sure, but I thought there were other ways. Oh well. No.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided. No.
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it in like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, huh?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Oh, shit. Wait a second. I just had a fucking crazy idea. What is it, Nick? No, you're not stupid enough. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. It's a goddamn parrot. I object.
Actually, fun fact, you are legally allowed to call animals as witnesses. Yeah, that's real. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Shit. Well, if you're so desperate, then be my guest.
Oh yeah, that's fuck.
Fuck! Of course, should you go with this, and nothing comes of it, then hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Fuck yeah, we're calling the parrot. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
Fuck! This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the goddamn parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff! Fuck it, get the parrot! Why the fuck not? That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Shit! Name! Shit! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Yeah, I would assume it. Yeah, I guess so, Phoenix. Very well. Witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us. Who is your owner? Shit! Hello, Squawk! Shit! Huh. Certainly the most concise testimony we've ever heard. Very well, begin your... What the fuck am I even doing with my life? Right. What are you going to do, Nick? It's simple, Maya. We're going to kill ourselves. No. Shit. I don't know what to do, Maya. Hello, hello, Squawk!
Hold it!
Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
Have we forgotten something? What's the safe number? What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of the safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Well, let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228. 1228. The judge is fucking blown away. Hey, hold on. No hints, Steve. I got this. Give me a minute. Shit! My, what a reckless parent. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous! How can the number to the safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's identity? Well, hold on. Let's find it. Blah, blah, blah. DL6 incident. It should be here.
Take that!
The DL6 incident file. What is your obsession with that case? Mr. Wright. Where in the file is something relating to the safe number? That would be the case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary page? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. I got this, Steve. Don't you worry. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that date's today. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for the safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It's certainly an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. I will, buddy, I will.
Objection!
Bah. This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number one. This has nothing to do with a date, nothing. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right. But what? Very well. Witness, you may continue. Shit. Hello, Squawk.
Hold it!
Alright. Okay, Maya. Say, have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk! Don't forget DL6, Squawk! If if I can get Polly to say that here, that will be proof that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly? Have we forgotten something?
Shit! Hello, Squawk.
Fuck shit! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forget something! We forgot something!
Hello, Squawk.
Oh. It's broken, Nick. The parrot's broken.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? I'm gonna do them all, Steve. I intentionally clicked that one. Did he train her to respond when he asked if we'd forgotten something? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe you are speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner was Yogi Bear.
Hello, Squawk. I'm a parrot, bitch.
Right, what do I say?
Now we say, what is your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name?
Paul Lee, Squawk. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? Of course it does. Yes, it does. Fuck! Huh. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking a bluff a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yogi Bear. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is the DL6 case file. The DL6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on? Show us to stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where is the file in this information connected to this parrot? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. Shitfuck. This page has all the information about Yogi Bear. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot Polly. I see. I guess that is possible. Objection. Jesus! Bah, a mere coincidence is all. My granddaughter had a dog named she called Phoenix. Well, Phoenix, right? Does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? Wait. Please don't say yes. Is the answer yes? She's only 7 years old. That's enough. Oh, that was Von Karma. She's only 7 years old, you weirdo. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
true. That is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately.
Ah, that sweet, sweet music.
Witness, tell us your name.
Wait! This witness doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
Shit, fuck!
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi. He's a goddamn bear. He's been acting feeble this whole time to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yogi Bear. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order! Mr. Yogi Bear. So, it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Shit! Yes, it was me. I did it. Shit. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said, I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job. I lost my fiancée. I lost Boo Boo. Shit. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived and it was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had seen it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. I miss Boo Boo. I miss the Ranger. I miss Pick-a-Dick Baskets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I am not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Take me away and give me the gallows. Von Karma, where is Yogi Bear? Under arrest, Your Honor.
I saw no room for error in his confession. Animal control will have a field day.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? Shit. 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 I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty.
That is all. This court is adjourned. Psych.
Objection!
God, I missed that objection voice. Did someone say objection? It wasn't fun karma.
Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What?
What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yogi Bear killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick? Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them that he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh. What do I say?
I know what to say. We will continue in the next video. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a cliffhanger. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We finally convicted Mr. Yanni Yogi. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. I hope it will be sooner. I hope my audio is fixed, but if not, it will be fixed by the next episode. Even if I have to get another mic, I will figure this out. Thank all of you for being in my jury. It was so fun tonight, and I had a good time. Well, I hope that Calum will actually animate that thing, but if he doesn't, it's okay. Thank you, Steve, for being in the chat. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Harley. Thank you, everybody in the chat, and I can't wait for the next episode. I'm so pumped. Anyways, guys, thanks for being in the jury. Have a good night. Let's not die. Next time, we'll get Edgeworth off innocent. Bye.